you doing? What are you doing? Come on. You never light a cigar that way.
Yo, it's the Shadow Smokers Legion, fun, family, and smoke. Rockin' with Phoenix fresh rhymes, they stronger than no. About to break it off with the illest of crews, led by the man Tony Wang, making his vision come true. Now let me take you on a ride. We got love for cigars, from the east to the west, only the brightest of stars. I screen in the scene, little guy with the shop, shadow gazing around. You know it ain't gonna stop. Cigar mechanic don't panic when he's repping his brand. Escadillo and more, smooth as sticks in the land. Hashimoto's around, jumping live in the chats. Asian orange and more, his button's famous and fat. Cigars, pipes, whiskey, coffee, and more. Turbo jetting around, Tim with the dopest of pours. What's that? Huh? One wheel and reviews? Martin in the house, sharing the latest smoke news. Need to pick me up? Get to Southeast US. Bob and Chief in the mix, you know they saying God bless. We got that journey, voyage, private blends for the crew. Celebrating with coins, repping that dope swag too. Now I'm about to sign off, you know it's time for that audit. Light up the group with my post, you know I'll rock it with socket. But remember y'all, Legion, it lives with a passion. From a man in the shadows, ayo, the Soy Sauce Assassin. So cut it, light it, love the smoke from your region. After all we connect, it's through the power of Legion.
Oh. Okay. My God, it's night already. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. It is Saturday, and I think a lot of people are actually busy today. There was like a baseball game or something like that. So, I actually think this will be one of those talk to myself episode, which is not too bad because obviously people have things to do, and I personally just thought, I can still smoke even if it's gonna be one of those self-recording sessions. Okay, so for those people who is watching this afterward, I found a box of cigars under my 2019 TAA box, and I found a bunch of cigar in there. And so apparently I sorted out some cigar and put it in that box and didn't even think about it. So I had one of these really old Mr. Brownstone by Esteban Carreras in here, and I don't know why I have one more. I just do. So I figure I'll revisit it and smoke this again. It was the reason I didn't like it is originally it was because it's Toro size, and I'm pretty sure they have a smaller size. So but then unfortunately this is the one I bought. I don't know why. Okay. I did pull up some information since this is going to be one of the Talk to Yourself Tony session. So these are Nicaraguan origin. It's got Connecticut, broadleaf Maduro. Binder is Ecuador Habano, and filler is Nicaragua, and it's a medium to full. And from what I remember, it's actually more closer to full than medium. So yeah, we're going to smoke this today and see how it tastes like 2 to 3 years after. 2 to 3 years. I think this is like 2.5 years maybe after. And I hope that when I take this wrapper off, it's not gonna be moldy, because it's very possible it could be moldy because it's been sitting there forever. But it's in a really dry condition, so I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Okay, so it looks okay. Okay, it looks fine. So I would say that's okay. Okay, yeah, you can really tell the broadleaf on this though. Like how oily it is, how translucent, veiny it is. So, all right. So, let me get this cut, lit, and ooh, you guys hear that crunchiness? I don't know if you guys hear that. I want to give it a little bit one more cut because the draw is mediocre at best. Okay. The draw is, I mean, I cut this thing, it's so crunchy. It's already worrisome that I think, oh, it is coming off. It's already like worrisome for me that the wrapper is gonna come off, but the cap is gonna come off. It is kind of coming off too, so that's as far as I want to cut it. As far as I want to cut it. I would prefer it to be a little bit loose though. I don't know. Can I? Ooh. I will have to glue this down a little bit. Let's glue this down a little bit. Let's glue this down a little bit. It's crunchy. Like whenever it's crunchy, I already know, like, you know, something's gonna go wrong. Here we go. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then we'll be able to smoke this. It is a very tight draw right now. But I don't think it's gonna be too much a problem. It is, like I said, it's an old cigar. I kept it. I think the environment is mostly like 55% humidity. Plus, it's been sitting down here for a day, and down here is about 70% humidity. So, oh, look, it's Michael.
Where is everyone?
I don't know. I think there's a baseball game or something like that tonight.
People watch baseball?
I don't know. So, oh, wow, you look gigantic. There you go. So, Juan says, I'm trying to listen, but drive my wife to Louisiana to gamble. It's better hard to hear than the casino. Forget to bring my earbuds. Yeah. So I'm smoking this Esteban Carreras from like 2 or 3 years ago. And
nice.
It's like, obviously I don't have too much of hope on this one. Because originally, I remember originally when I smoked this, I did not like it. And Mr. Brown, I did not like it.
Is it the Maduro or Habano?
Yeah, it's a Maduro.
Okay.
I didn't like it too much, and it was like a more of a full body Toro, which is like two things I don't like about cigar. So it looks like someone already received the swag pack, and a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good from the picture.
It went together very nicely.
Yeah. It's like I don't have to get killed now for putting up a bad swag pack.
Right.
Okay. Why is this? This is like packed super tight, and I don't even know. I feel like if I try to grab something, I can probably find a stamp somewhere. But I can remove some, just for the sake of draw, I guess. Ooh, it's like very. I think I just broke a stamp. Hello. So it's that's not too bad. All right, I'm gonna light this up. So, did I just set a heart? Come on, who still does that anymore? Who still does that anymore?
Yeah, what's that about, man?
You know, I thought Jeff picking on strawberry all day is bad. That was even worse. Nice breeze up cool, no mosquito. Wish I can join, but I tend to family get it. No, family's more important. Go join your family, man. You can always come back and watch this mess later on.
It's been raining here all day.
Oh, the humidity here is killing me. The humidity here, like I don't have to do anything. My basement is 64 degrees. That's 54%, even with the dehumidifier running. Like,
Damn.
I'm like, and then when you run the dehumidifier, it raises the temperature. So now my basement is like 674 with 3 fans running. I'm like dying from this heat.
Just dump it out there.
But I think it's like getting me ready for Arizona. This temperature.
I want to tilt that down over there.
No, it's not. You don't think so?
It's a whole lot warmer.
I want to tilt that
Oh no,
down.
during the day is like 90s, but with like 80% humidity.
Okay, well then you'll be fine because it'll be like 20% humidity.
Like the cigars.
Right.
Long.
Right.
Here we go. Oh yeah, this flavor. Now I remember why I don't smoke this. This cigar has got this weird spice to it. It's got cocoa, it's got coffee-ish, more like a leather and like a weird sweetness to it, but it's got this spice of some sort. It's not spicy, but like herbal of some sort of thing that has that flavor to it. It's weird. Yeah, It's got that weird, I don't know, not bongyard, but like almost medicine taste, like Chinese medicine taste flavor to it. So it's now I remember why I don't smoke this one.
So Juan drove his wife to Louisiana to gamble, so it's hard to hear if he had to bring his earbuds. So he was gambling that he could hear us on the live. It sounds like.
You know, if you go into a casino, they definitely sell earbuds there. Oh my god. So
Is that Michael? He is gambling that he was going to be able to hear.
why is Michael smoking? I just noticed Michael smoking something that will piss me off. Oh, it's not. Okay. All right, Big Sky. That's the new cigar, right?
It's yeah. I'm still going through the samples they sent me. They sent me a lot.
How is it so far?
This, I'm not sure if it's a Corojo, but it kind of tastes like a Corojo. It's pretty good. I like
I've
it.
never heard of that brand, by the way.
Poker man.
They're small. They're small.
I lost.
friend.
I lost it all this morning.
What
Yeah,
did
it
you
was
do?
Saturday.
All I hear was I lost it all this morning. That doesn't sound good.
I was up and
It looks like he's playing poker on his. I guess the casino talk. You start thinking about poker. He's playing poker on his phone.
Never play poker. House always win.
it's fake money.
Still, losing doesn't feel good, period.
So is Bitcoin.
No, Bitcoin is backed by money, except it's backed by money that's not yours. Well, technically backed by drugs and criminals and stuff like that, but hey, you know, they have money.
The environment.
Why did I pick this cigar again? Hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose when you think it's okay, Jason Martin's asking if you had the if you've got those Casa Cuevas new one, the Patrimonial in yet.
Have you gotten it shipped to you? Then they're not in.
Well, I thought I figured I you know I already talked to you about if it's gonna be late August, you might as well give it to me when I dare.
The I know one of the Espinosa limited editions is on its way to me because I got billed for it.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the Sarsaparilla. It's the Cigar Dojo collaboration.
Have you tried that?
Yes,
How is it?
pretty good.
Tell us about it.
I don't even remember the details on it, so I can't remember what wrapper binder filler it. I can't remember.
No, but tell us about the flavor. Tell us about the experience. Tell us about the the box and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the box, I can't even remember what the hell it looks like.
What's it called again?
The Sarsaparilla.
Isn't that a drink?
Yeah, it's kind of like root beer in a way.
Yes.
I actually have that drink. I actually have. No, hold on a second. Wait here.
Michael, you've got me hooked. I want some.
It's a collab with them. It's kind of like a re-release because they already released that line in 2014, if I remember right. And so, they're good. It's like a medium, kind of like a medium, not even medium plus, like a medium. It's got a little bit of that. It does have a little bit of the star anise flavor and all that kind of stuff. My dogs are out here barking. Shut the hell up. It's a good cigar.
Maybe a little bitter.
It's got a little bit of bitterness, but not like off-putting. It's got more sweetness than bitterness.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a good cigar.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Because that one, the Azulejo, and I got one more that's coming from them too.
One of my favorite Asian drink.
Does that say sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite drinks. It's actually really not good for you, but hey.
Is anything that tastes really good for you?
Hey Val, take care, buddy. Hey Jason. Hey Kat. How y'all doing, man?
All right, Val. Talk to you later. Okay, so it's what? Sarsaparilla cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Tony. Cheers.
Cheers. I got coffee today. That's not it, right? The sensational sarsaparilla? No, it's not.
No, it's they released it once before, like 2014 or something like that.
Espinosa. Cigar news bring back it is sensational sarsaparilla. 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 Yeah. You know, we just call it sass, right?
Really?
Yeah, like so you see this 4 character here? Right? Hey Song is the brand, sass, that's it. We just call it sass.
Speaking of sass, by the way. Speaking of sass.
What about sass?
This morning we were watching TV, YouTube, whatever, and I guess my wife put on this little cartoon channel.
Okay.
And it had Charlie Brown on it.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it kind of dawned on me that Lucy's kind of a bitch, man. She really is. Lucy's a bitch. I was trying to think through, was there ever a time that Lucy was cool, and I can't think of a time.
No, she was just mean to him all the time.
All the time. You're right.
And she'd laugh about it.
Yeah.
I guess hold me a box of this.
So anyway.
Okay.
I'll take a box of this. Why not?
Okay. They're a 10-count box.
Yeah. Why not?
So they're $100 list price.
All right. $9.95 per box. Oh, okay. All right.
Which is kind of weird because then you have I Love Lucy.
What's that have to do with I Love Lucy?
She was way more lovable.
Just the word Lucy, you know, the name Lucy.
I know a lot of mean Lucy's, though.
Lucille Ball probably helped a lot with that.
I know a lot of mean Lucy's, so I don't know.
But everybody loved Lucy, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess. In the 80s.
You never watched those
I
shows?
watched. I used to watch Nick at Night, and then they have those replays of those really old shows.
Yeah.
Like I Dream of Jeannie, I Love Lucy, the Wonder Years or something.
Like all those shows are all about
And the Honeymooners.
Yeah, Honeymooners. And the whole theme about all those shows is misunderstanding, right? Especially like Three's Company, stuff like that. It's always about misunderstanding. Oh, I thought it was this, and yeah. Nobody ever talks to anybody.
Back in the day, that seems to be the only problem. Right now, we're dealing with all kind of different problems.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, back in the day, though, it used to be just misunderstanding.
You know, people had trouble express what they want. Now today is people have trouble because people express themselves too much.
Right.
So, Nike, it's your fault. Oh my god.
People now express themselves thinking they know what they want, but they don't.
I honestly think so. I think people's life is too good. So good there's such a big problem that didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then when they pick a problem, they expect a solution. And no one can give them a solution because it was never a problem. So they came out with their own solution, which does not make sense whatsoever. I think that's the issue. So, you know, we can really just sit down and do nothing, and then world will be good. We did too much. That's the problem. I think that's the issue. So, anyways, what is Albert smoking today? Oh, okay. And what about Charles?
The Sumatra
Edge. It's Edge.
Edge. Okay.
Edge. So he took off the band, so you can't tell.
Well, he's got to smoke it.
Right. The band was
It's a foot band, right?
the band would have ashed with the ash.
Yeah,
That's the one with the was that the green band? Like a shiny green band?
it was maroon.
Maroon.
I have a hard time going through this cigar. Anyways. So Michael, tell the events are coming up. You excited? You look very tired.
You don't look excited, man.
I'm very tired.
Very tired.
Very tired.
I see you've been busy, so
Very tired. And I'm gonna kill my dog. Shut up. I didn't mean that, YouTube. I'm not gonna kill my dog.
Give it to Tony.
No, because I've got my dogs, and then one of my cousin's dogs is staying the weekend. So
I see the dog.
Yeah.
I see the dog.
she went inside. The other one went inside.
Oh, okay. When she comes out,
Yeah.
drag her over.
She's another pretty Australian Shepherd.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful, Michael.
A female Australian Shepherd really had that pretty, hair, look.
Okay.
So.
So if the dog keeps bothering you, are you gonna walk the dog?
Yeah, maybe I can go get one. I have a walk. I got two of them actually, but
Huh?
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 Yes, if I was gonna walk the dog, I've got two walks.
Peter is going to
Wow.
after you, Michael.
Wow.
Yeah, for all complaints sent you, look.
Send it to the manager, the CEO, whatever he is. Send it to that guy.
Not me. I am not the manager. I am
Yep.
not the manager.
Right now, I am not the manager, nor the owner. I'm just an employee.
Oh, really? You choose as it fits, right? You choose them
Yeah.
as it fits. You should, like, I'm not even an employee. I'm just the IT.
I'm just an IT guy, man. I don't know.
I'm just the outsourced IT guy.
I don't know why he said that. He's crazy.
I know, right? He's like, the computer must be broken. That's a glitch.
Turn it
That's
off.
horrible.
Turn it back on.
So yeah, world is unsettling right now. I was chatting yesterday with James and Val last night because no one else joined. Hashimoto said he was gonna join, he bailed. Martin said he was gonna join, he bailed. So we're just chatting about situations nowadays with the world, and most people probably don't see this some serious situation between China and U.S., which I'm kind of in a way glad because it looks like there's gonna be a war breaking out. But in a way, it's funny because U.S. decided to leave Afghanistan, and now Taliban is getting back on power. I think overnight they took over like 4 locations, and now you would think that it's a bad thing, it's a problem. My wife is like, oh, they gotta have revenge on the U.S. blah 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 blah, because now they're getting better and getting more places. I say it's quite the opposite. You think U.S. people are that stupid? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, you do know that the Taliban's are Muslim, and the region is all Muslim.
You feel it?
And you know how Chinese people treat Muslim?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Not so good, right? So China is actually more worried about their revenge, their fight towards if they gotta overtake the Xinjiang area to literally to save those Muslim that's under the like concentration camp kind of area. So I actually think that's pretty good. It keeps China busy, because right away they sent their what is that thing called, like the ambassador of like international relation over to talk to Taliban. And I was like, yeah, you think they really care who go over there and talk to them? All the region nearby is literally all worried about it. China for the most is like, holy shit, the Muslims are back with the vengeance. And I think that that's a really smart move for US to retaliate against China, because a lot of people forget that US is like the big foot into every country's international relationship. Like it's like if you do something stupid, we gotta put our foot in there, regardless whether it was right or wrong. And that's what keeping everybody behaving, because it's like, do I want to deal with U.S.? Like it might not be a war or battle or anything, but they had to go. Do I want to deal with U.S. because I decided to do this the one thing? And most countries don't want to do that, and China just kind of forget. They're like, you know what? We gotta pick fight with U.S. because we're the big guys. You know, we have all the factories. We have, you know, Xi Jinping. We got a CCP. You know what you got? And U.S. is like, oh, we don't got anything. Yeah, there you go. You can have it. And China's like, oh shit, they're not there anymore. Now someone has to keep it in check. Hey, Russia, come help me. Russia's like, nah, too far. We're prepping for winter right now. You know, that North Korea can't help us defeat the U.S. North Korea is like, I'm too busy. The next season of the Gucci collection is coming up. I really don't have the time. You know, now China is like, let me send over the army. Hey, India, come help. And India is like, hey, I think you guys forget that we just had a battle. And you guys gave us COVID. So now, Chinese on their own. They're like, oh shit, we have to deal with that. We got to deal with flooding. We got to deal with natural disaster. We have to deal with this and that. But we still want Taiwan. So, yeah, we're not gonna deal about it right now. But U.S., if you have Taiwan to invite Taiwan over there to your meeting in December, we will fly our jets over Taiwan. We will. And if Taiwan attack when we fly the jet over their air, we will attack back. And Taiwan is like, it's only normal if you fly by, we shoot you. So, I guess it will be peace until December.
China just likes to try to act like a bully, huh?
You know, in the past, it wasn't like this, right? In the past, it wasn't like this. There was one time period where they were very humble, and our U.S. was bringing technology over there and try to make a uncivilized, undeveloped China into a developed, civilized China, right? So for 10, 15 years, they were good. They were developing. They were, working and coexisting with the rest of the world. They become #1 superpower of manufacturing because they were learning. They were doing the thing that they're supposed to. And then you have this Xi Jinping president comes in, and he's like all imperialism. He's like, all of you belong to me. And then he feels like a rich country equal to a powerful country. Right? I think that he didn't really study about the richest country in the world, like Singapore people and like something like Luxembourg. They're rich. They're Swiss. They're rich, but they don't go out and pick fights. They just care about how good they're living, right? But for him, he feels like, hey, because we're rich, we must be powerful. Look at all those weapons that we can make for ourselves, and now we have our own GPS in the air, and we are ready to say, if you like something like U.S., if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna kick your ass. But here's the thing, though. You can't, just like school, right? You can have multiple bullies. But bullies don't pick up another bully because it doesn't work out well, right? In the end, both sides gets hurt. And U.S. is one of those big guy, is in the school. He already, proven himself to be the big guy. He says, I'm gonna sit back here. You guys better behave, because if you don't, I'm gonna take your lunch. And I'm gonna give it back to you after I take it. But I'm gonna take it. And that's how U.S. always does, right? We'll go into, a battle or something like that. We set the situation back, reset, give it back, and turn you guys Democratic. That's how U.S. does it. But China is like, we gotta pretend we're angry and mean, and you gotta do what we want. And then when we get what we want, we will just go even further and go back to what we really want. So when they first go to Hong Kong, they were like, you know what, we're gonna treat Hong Kong really nicely. Welcome back, Hong Kong. You know, we love you guys. You know, we gotta have you guys gotta get your own set of government and all that stuff. Even though you guys just have to say you guys belong to China. That's all we ask. We don't ask for anything else, but you just have to say you're Chinese. That's all you have to do. Now it's like, hey, you guys are China. You can't even say Hong Kong. Hong Kong is not a country. When I hear that, I was like, I guess people really didn't really understand, even if you're under a control of a country, it doesn't make you not a country. Like Guam is technically a U.S. territory. But Guam is Guam. Guam is not United States. Guam is Guam. Or some people, I guess people in China never heard of Virgin Island. That is still a U.S. territory, but not U.S.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was explaining the situation with my wife. I was like, I guess they don't understand. Hong Kong is still a country. It's just under the control of China. There's a lot of those. You know, Spain used to control a lot of different countries. And they don't call that Spain. They just call it whatever country that it was. So I guess it's that lack of education or whatever. Because right now, Xi Jinping is actually, the president of China is actually losing control. So he's trying to move everything back to like communism. Original communism. Now, what does that mean? It means they will have to restrict power of the rich and have the support of the poor. That's what they did. Like Mao Zedong is like, hey, rich people, landlords are really sinners. They're bad. They're horrible. They are making you work and you make nothing. Right? Even though they gave you the land to farm, it's their fault. It's their fault that you're making nothing. It's their fault you're poor. Okay? Rich people are bad. Alright? We should share the resource. That's what CCP started out. Right? CCP started out that communism. Everything is shared. Everybody, there shouldn't be no extreme poor people. There shouldn't be extreme rich people. So now you have all those like rich people like Jack Ma and stuff like that. And they have so much money, they go out there and preach freedom. Right? Freedom of expression, freedom of they go out and preach that. China's like, no. The more you guys talk about that shit, the more CCP looks bad. Okay? The more it looks like we're abusing people. Because we are, but you know, now that you go tell them, it doesn't look good for China. So now here's the problem. How do you prevent that? Well, number one, let's remove English curriculum. No Chinese should be learning English. Yeah, that is happening. Removing all English textbook, removing all English speaking teachers. Remove all. Okay? Number two, we gotta restrict what song you can sing. Now, if your song has anything to do with freedom, against the country, patriotic crap, you cannot sing that. Remove from the karaoke. Don't even give me that New York shit. I don't want to hear Jay-Z.
What about Bruce?
Alright? So they're not allowed to sing about those. And also, they are going to encourage changing the single birth plan to a 3-child per family. 3-child per family. You're not gonna get any benefit though. You can have 3-child per family, but you're not gonna get any benefit. I was like, what makes you think people had the money and the time to raise 3-child? Did they just pop them out and then leave them as is? And now they also added one more class called Xi Jinping's philosophy. What is that? That's no different than a little red book. Brainwashing. Yeah. And now they are trying to bring down company under the name of monopoly. If your company's big, we'll break you apart. We'll break you everything, break it apart. And once we break it apart, China will buy 32%. Yeah. So they're going back to the old CCP way, trying to take the power away from the rich and powerful and give it to the no, give it to themselves, not give it to people. People is not gonna get anything. They want people to lose competitiveness. Like if you don't have education, you don't have international language like English, you gotta lose competitiveness. You cannot study a lot of things. One thing is that you cannot listen to all those other things on the internet, right? Like international news. It's almost like North Korea. You can't get information, right? You can only get Chinese information now because you can't understand English. But the other way is actually, you lose competitiveness because you can't study. You cannot learn anything that's westernized. You a lot of things that you see on the internet, you can't just YouTube University anymore. You can't understand them. So they want to make people dumber, and then all those people will become workforce, right? Labor. Instead of rich people, innovation. They don't want another Jack Ma, whose idea was too advanced and will defeat CCP that way. So yeah, China is going into a shithole. Giant shithole. And what can stop this is actually, I think someone needs to step in and just spank their ass. Just a couple missiles later. And call it a day. I think they will just surrender and then sign a treaty or human right, whatever, and call it a day. I feel like that's gonna be happening. But yeah, the world is unsettling. The world is unsettling. I feel like it's actually also what's required for them to say, yeah, sorry, COVID is actually from us. Right? Because unless they're in a situation that they cannot say anything else, they will not. They will just pretend that it didn't happen. But yeah, China is in a really bad situation, and I feel like kind of weird because, that's where I do my business, and it's like, I feel, how do I say that? The worse they get, the more money I'm making. It's not a bad thing for me. All right, let's just put that straight, okay? The worse they get, the more money I am making. That's a problem, okay? That's a problem because I keep getting phone calls like, "Here, I need a planner. I need advice. I need, so let's just be clear. It's not that I want to, I saying that they should do better is because it wasn't beneficial for me. It's actually beneficial for me when they do worse. All right, just put it out there, okay? So I mean, they're going to a trend where like, if they continue going that way, I'm not gonna have any vacation for the year, and I gotta be very nicely balanced out next year. I'm gonna take vacation all year next year. You have no idea. Like right now, I'm doing so good. My wife's looking at new cars, new watch. Also, what's that thing called? Like a lot of like cosmetic stuff. Okay. She's like, should I spend like $3,000 on my eyebrow? I was like, really? Just grow it back. It's fine. Grow it back. So I am doing really well because they're doing bad. But I don't want them to do bad. I think that they should do better. Right? I think that it's making a really bad name. Like, if you think about this, okay, there's a lot of nations issue with violence against Asians. Right? And you look into it, it's not like it was without reason, right? Chinese people are so weird, especially the tourists, are so full of themselves that they deserve a smack around. Okay? There is no courtesy, there is no manners. Like, me being Asian, I can tell you that most Asian tourists that I've seen, if I was their parent, I would smack them. That's how bad they portray themselves internationally. Right? They don't wait in lines. They don't say please, thank you, excuse me, kind of thing. They just force their way in, and they will scream at you for not understanding them. And that's tourism. And why do you think all the international countries is like, don't please, Chinese tourists don't come anymore? Like Japan is like, Chinese tourists don't come anymore. We're not welcome. Why do you think that? It's horrible. It's horrible. So I think they need a reset of education, reset on what things are, reset back to the humbleness, take the Taoism, Taoism, education back to humbleness, You know, back to like, you know, Confucius said, "Thou shalt not, you know, treat people poorly." You know, Confucius says, "Thou shalt sit down, have a cigar, and taste some orange." Right? That's what you need to be doing. You need to calm down. You need to really kind of reset. You need to really kind of go back to the humbleness Chinese that used to be. Like, you know, Chinese people back 20, 30 years ago used to be most courteous people. You know, long-term history and stuff like that. China no longer teach history. They don't teach history. Because there's not one part of history that is good. All right, let me explain why there's no part of history that is good right now. Okay, China history is about dynasty overthrowing another dynasty, overthrowing another dynasty over woman. That's the summary of Chinese history. Right? If you look into every dynasty, the downfall is woman. Emperor lost power. Emperor was like, you know, all day having sex and all that stuff. Didn't take care of the people, and then people riot and then die. Throughout history, that's how it is.
I mean, usually that was like how ancient cultures went. Oh, no matter where you were, it was always something they were fighting, killing each other about a woman.
Yeah, right? Literally, for Ming Dynasty, the reason Ming Dynasty went to Qing Dynasty is over one woman. The king wanted this woman. The other guy wanted this woman. The Mongolian says, "Hey, if you open the door for our military to go in, we'll give you that woman." And that was the end. That was literally how it ended. The guy said, "Yeah, I get to keep Mrs. Chan, and then I'm gonna open the door for me and for her, and let the people in." Mongolians came in. Qing Dynasty.
Wow.
All right. I heard something funny, man. So we'll change the subject. Is that all right?
Sure.
If you ever get attacked by a group, like a whole bunch of clowns, go for the jugular.
Why?
Jugular.
I'm trying not to go down the gutter.
No, it's not.
No, it's not that. It's juggling.
Yeah, the juggler.
Juggler.
Like the jugular. Like if you go
Oh,
for the
okay.
jugular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your movement doesn't look good.
Oh, yeah. They just sort of.
Yeah. It's a little.
Yeah,
wonky.
yeah.
Okay, so there's this YouTube channel I've been binging on, but that's not really super relevant. But anyways, so on one of his videos, he was talking about like how the government, like the United States government, has finally been acknowledging like UFOs and things like that. But also, yes, they have. There's actually like footage that's been released where there's stuff like flying through the atmosphere that they cannot, they don't.
I think they're drones.
I've
man.
seen those videos, but I didn't know that they legitimately admitted it. You know.
I think
Yeah, well, so no, some of these it's going like across the like the jet stream, like the wind's like 120, 130 mile an hour. The thing's going the opposite way, like it's no big deal.
I think it's a drone. That's my suspicion. But,
Well, even drone couldn't fly that fast.
Yeah, but it got me went off more of a tangent talking about you know, there is searching for extraterrestrial life and whatever, but they've got like planets that scientists, NASA, everybody knows could potentially support life. There is, out of this whole list, I forgot how many planets is. There's 24 that they say would actually support life better than Earth would.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty badass.
But here's the thing, though. When we say these planets can support life better than Earth, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what can support alien life.
No, I'm just saying in general, that's really neat because we think of Earth as like, okay, it's the perfect place for life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they've identified 24 that are even better than here to be able to support life. That's pretty interesting.
But we never been to those planets, so how do we even able to say they were better?
It's It's science, man. It's theory. Okay.
Exactly,
You know
it's
this.
theory. So when they say there's 24 that can actually support life, and then all those we decide to go to Mars and nothing else, that's you tell you.
Well, because Mars
Alright.
is close. It's hard to
Alright.
get over there.
Like the theory of evolution. It's a theory.
Theory of evolution is proven, but it can be proven.
All right, but before we go into that, there's this alien that was traveling through space, and he called the travel agent and says, "Hey, can you book me a place on the moon?" And the travel agent says, "No, because the moon is full."
Oh God.
Ah,
Tony, I do have to say, the situation you were talking about, recent events, and with China, I do like the history lesson that you gave us,
Okay.
and it's a tough time all around right now. I agree.
It's the things that, like, if I don't tell people, and a lot of time, I think people don't realize that's what's going on, because the news doesn't talk about that kind of stuff. The news talk about whatever that's exciting, you know. Let's talk about COVID all day, every single day. You turn on the screen, it's COVID. Or there's some other stuff that's happening in the world, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Continue. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm
Oh, you're
done.
done. Okay. I thought you come to a conclusion of something.
Okay, well, no, I was listening. You kind of threw me off a little bit because you changed subjects, but I agree. I mean, it's important to get this platform out.
Okay. Yeah,
When-
I
when-
talk
when-
about that kind of stuff here and there. When I see a news that's not particularly talked about in the U.S., I thought I talk about that, because it might not help other people, but it's gotta help some people. And those
Right.
what does some people? Some people could be investors, and they will know something's around. You know, hey, right now it'll be good time to invest in military, right? Or you know, some people that is.
So is anybody watching on YouTube?
You never know. I'm hoping CCP finds this.
No, but like right now, is anybody watching?
No, probably one.
Last week, my wife watched us on YouTube
Oh,
just to
Check in on you.
yeah. On
did she make you sleep in the doghouse?
Thankfully not. She's a school teacher, so she was working at school, and I enjoyed the after show last weekend.
Okay.
So she likes me to drive. She drove herself home. Albert took me home, and it was good.
Good.
It was good.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, theory of evolution. The word breeding should tell you that evolution is real. Can we not breed the dog to be bigger? Can we breed dog to do a specific job?
I believe we can.
of course. Of
Well,
course
that's
we can.
evolution. They have evolved by breeding. So yeah, theory of evolution. I mean, I think theory of evolution doesn't take away from the people who are religious. You know, God has created ability to adapt. So what?
Right. That's
So-
always been my thing. I was like, why can't it be the explanation of how and not necessarily why?
Yeah, because I know there's always two sides. There's the theory of God creation and theory of evolution. And I think that it shouldn't be individual. Because, you know, if you are in the theory of God creation, human were created by God to be wise, to be adaptable. So that means God has given ability to all living things to be able to adapt to this situation, right? They will grow into whatever they need to survive. And I think that, you know, if you believe in God, that even further proof that there is an almighty being existent to make such a wise being or such, you know, powerful thing as adapting for every animal. So if you're in a situation where growing bigger in size is gotta be beneficial, you'll breed with someone that's bigger, and then eventually it gets to get bigger and bigger. You'll be able to adapt to that situation, right? If you're a situation where you need to be smaller, and you'll breed with smaller animals, and you'll get smaller and smaller, and you'll adapt to the situation there, and that's how it works. And this is why only certain animals can breed with other animals, right? And this is probably gonna go the wrong way, but human and dog cannot breed for that reason.
Be some badass werewolves.
Yeah, so that's way of nature giving restriction of what can be evolved and what cannot, right? God's way of saying that I gave you this ability, but I don't want you to fuck around. This is your limitation. All right, I don't want to see pig flying. That's his way of saying that. So I do not want to see pig flying. I want these things to fly. These things don't.
Would you like to see a buffalo fly?
Yeah. Last time I did find their wings. I haven't found a buffalo that flies.
Right, then we could have real buffalo wings.
What was that? Today my wife was talking about animal cruelty. She's like, everybody wants rights, even chicken wants rights now. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, people protest about animal cruelty, about farm animals. They were putting them into a tiny space, no lights and all that stuff, and all they do is feed. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because apparently killing them is not cruel. So killing them was okay, eat them was okay, but putting them down is not.
Right, people are cool with eating them. They just, they just want to make sure they've got a nice, luxurious life beforehand.
But killing them was okay.
Yeah, I've never understood the mindset. I don't get it.
Right? It was okay to kill the chicken and eat them, so they don't have anything left. But putting them in a place where getting free food all day was cool. Yeah, I don't understand that either. And for vegans too, growing them, in a stationary area with nothing but water was okay. Cutting them to, kill them by cutting them was okay. And eat them was okay. But
yeah, why aren't these plants free range, man? What the hell?
They're stationary. They're stuck in one place. They can't go anywhere.
Poor plants. All they want to do is live their plant lives.
Yeah, don't you know plants can feel pain? They literally put a microphone on a tree and get a cut on the tree, and they got a signal, as if if you scratch the tree, it doesn't make any noise. It makes noise. But yeah.
If you talk to plants, they do better.
I don't know. If you give chicken too much right, one day you gotta say, people say, why the chicken cross the road? And then the chicken is gonna say, what do you care? It's my right.
Right.
I thought you said rice at first.
Yeah, so did I.
So chicken and rice, it kind of makes sense.
Poultry lives matter, man. Poultry lives matter.
I guess they all want the chicken to be treated like Wagyu, so you can actually buy your chicken at $25 a pound.
No thanks.
You can treat the chicken nicely. Sing to them, feed them, walk your chicken too, every day. Play some Mozart, give some math lessons to the chicken. And then hopefully when it's all good, you get a certificate to the chicken, and chicken can sign it, says I agree to die. Then you can finally sell that piece of chicken. And that chicken will cost you $5,000 instead of $5.
That's no shit.
We have.
I think that's what they wanted. I think that's what they wanted. It's really bad. Oh, I also saw mass protests in Cuba. Did you guys know about that?
Yes.
Mass protests in Cuba. They don't have food and stuff like that. My wife was asking, why? I thought they were making a lot of cigars.
That's the government is keeping that money.
Yeah, I was like, they were rolling cigar for $1 a day. But yeah, they will have a lot of people. I saw the video of the entire street packed with protesters. I actually thought Biden was gonna loosen some restrictions and sanctions with Cuba. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I don't think he knows what he's going to do day to day as it is.
All right.
I don't think he remembers, but that's okay. He's
Why
probably-
did the chicken cross the basketball court?
Why did chicken cross the basketball?
Because the referee called foul.
Does the referee ever call foul in basketball?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a foul.
Well, I know what it is, but I'm trying to think like, do they actually say foul or did they just?
Yeah, you
No.
commit a foul.
Yeah, you come in the foul, but they don't
Foul
call
out.
foul. They don't say
Foul out.
foul. They say
No, but it's, you foul out. The
yeah, but
announcers
they don't
say
call
all the
foul.
time.
They don't say foul.
That's double dribble.
Well, they don't say a lot because it's really noisy in there, so they won't hear them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, by the way, for those people who doesn't know, there's no such thing as travel. There's only double dribble. Okay,
There's travel.
there's no travel.
Oh yeah,
You
big time.
double dribble.
No, double dribble is a different thing altogether.
Yeah, traveling is an actual thing.
Yeah, but like I'm what? How did I describe that?
No, this is double
You
dribble.
stop and you go again. Technically, you cannot dribble again, so technically that would be a double dribble.
No, that's not what a travel is. So travel's not stopping and going again.
3 steps. More than 3 steps.
A travel is when you stop and you keep walking.
Right, but then
That's a
no,
travel.
no. Travel is actually if you walk more than 3 steps
Right, but it's typically because you stop dribbling and
without
you keep
dribbling.
going.
Without
You
dribbling.
keep-
So
without
if you
dribbling,
yeah,
you keep
exactly.
going.
Because after that point, you will have to dribble. If you didn't dribble, it will be double dribble. If you dribble, it will be double dribble. So
It's two different things, Tony. Pretty confident about that, man.
it's leading to a same result. That's why I say there's no such thing because it leads to the same result.
Very different though, Tom.
Because if you walk 3 steps, the next thing you do is dribble. But if you more than that, you dribble.
No,
you have
not
foul.
always. You don't always do the next thing. For real, you don't always do the next thing.
Well, yeah, you could stop, you can dunk, or whatnot. But the thing is that the next step will happen. The too many steps.
Right, that's traveling.
Never mind. In Chinese, it makes perfect sense. In English, it doesn't.
I understand, but like double dribble is where, yeah, that's the thing. Because this is double dribble, and then this is traveling.
When I figure out how to say that in English, I'll let you know.
Okay.
It
Fair
makes
enough.
sense when you say it in Chinese. And this is probably why Chinese never win the Olympic basketball.
But they did. I think we've had a couple badass basketball players from China, though.
What, Yao
Yeah.
Ming?
Yao Ming, yes.
Okay, where's,
I had a rookie.
okay, so other than Yao Ming, you said couple, right? Other than Yao Ming, which other Chinese?
I thought there was another one, but maybe not. And I think it was back in the 90s or something.
The Mavericks had one.
Which is
I can't even begin to tell you.
I mean,
I'll
Yao
give
Ming
you-
only is Yao Ming, by the way, might marry another female basketball player. I think that's the only people that can marry anyway. He's so tall, it's retarded.
Oh yeah.
But Yao Ming,
Oh, I know another one, but I think he was Taiwanese.
Taiwanese is right. Jeremy Lin.
Oh. Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah,
He saved New York for a little bit,
for a little while, for a minute,
for like 2 games.
a New York minute.
A New York minute. A New York minute. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, where were we before the chicken crossed the road? Chicken needs a right. Chicken needs okay. Yeah, and then Cuba, and Cuba's not making money, and Cuba. We talk about the president. All right, so the president. Is he the oldest president ever in U.S. history?
Who's that?
Biden is the oldest person elected to be president in the U.S. history, right?
Holds Biden.
70
Old-
something?
Is he?
I think Reagan got him beat.
Yeah, I was thinking of Reagan. Ronald Reagan.
Oldest U.S. president was Joe Biden. Who took office 2 months after turning 78. So yeah, Biden is the oldest.
But I better not say anything.
What? Go for it.
I'd take an Alzheimer Reagan over dementia Joe Biden any day, man.
You know, that was actually what one of Reagan's kids was saying, that towards the end of his last term, that he was actually having.
He was in and out. I bet he was in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did Reagan ever forgot he was the president?
And I think, frankly, Ron Reagan, which I think was his chief of staff, kind of screwed some stuff up the past couple of years too. The last couple of years.
Yeah, they were kind of. It's well, the word on the inside supposedly was they were kind of dictating everything for him.
Yeah, and I think Ron Reagan.
Because like, he just wanted to finish his term and call it a day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump was 70, and then Biden 78. Here's the thing: U.S. should set a limit on how old you can be a president. Yeah,
I think that as well. I think they should have like term limits and age limits.
We do set a limit. It's called the voter.
No. The limit. See, we set a limit that you had to be 40 to be a president, right? Why not set a max too?
Nah.
Because
why not?
Why not?
Because I think the public can vote. That's a term limit all by itself.
Well, if you want to say, no, you want to say public can vote, then we should let people who's in the 20s and 30s to be president.
No.
Voters can choose, right? No, but then you say voters can choose. Voter is the best deterrent for being too young or too old. Then
is it 40?
It's 40.
It's 40.
Is it 40?
It's 40.
Yeah.
Because I know that for the Senate it's 35, right?
Yeah.
So why set an age limit for being able to vote in office? Why does it have to be 40?
Why?
Maturity.
Maturity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah.
there's a reason. So why not set an age limit for being too old? Like, do you really want someone 98 years old to be
Well,
president?
because there are some people who are in their 80s who are quite. They've got good faculty. They can handle it.
Then you're not voting a president. You're voting a faculty.
You're not faculty as in people. No. They have their faculties. They have they're able to manage life quite well at 80. So there's a lot of people that can do that, right? Or there are people that can do that.
Yeah, my grandfather's one. He's 81 years old, but that guy is still
But
sharp
there
as
are
ever.
people who's younger who can manage their life really good too.
Yeah, I think there's probably less of those.
Well, you're giving the exception, but then when you gotta.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, and those rules were established back in the day too. But interestingly, those rules were set back when 40 was more like our 60, huh?
Right, but then at the same time, that humans, deteriorate over time. The brain doesn't work nearly as well, and the judgment are slightly different, right?
That's my thing. You go from being an infant and reacting that way to being an adult, and you're a part of society. And once you get to a certain age, you revert right back to that toddler stage.
It's a full cycle.
It's true.
Yeah, there's a thing about that.
You start out with diaper, you end with diaper.
Yeah, you end with diapers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Success is not pissing the bed, and it happens to be at
The only nice thing a lot of the time is when you're that age, you at least know that you're doing these things, and you're like, damn right, I can get away with it now.
I know we shouldn't be laughing about our president, but at the same time, internationally, you seen those news, it kind of make our president look somewhat retarded. I'm not saying our president should be retarded, but getting lost in your own backyard, even though there's Secret Service pointing to where to go, that's kind of embarrassing.
Sure it is, and they know. So anyway,
Right?
I won't quit talking about it. So,
And that's why we need we need an age limit. We need an age limit, I think.
Nah, I don't want Joe Biden to fuck that up. Because if we get an 80-year-old that can do the job, we need to put him in. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm just saying anybody.
Okay, so you want an 80-year-old to be able to do the job. So let's set
If
the limit
there
to 80.
is one, then let's go for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can we set the limit at 85 then?
I don't want to set a limit. That's what I'm saying.
So can we set the limit at 90? You
I'm
want a
not saying
90-year-old to be a
I
president?
don't need a limit. I don't need a limit. I don't think a 90-year-old will become president. I'm just saying. I don't
But
think an
you're
80-year-old.
allowing it. You're allowing it's like, hey, dream big. You're 89 years old. You can still run for president next year.
Yeah. I do think the physical comes into play, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, allowing, like, I cannot imagine somebody's like, I'm 99 years old. After my birthday, I'm gonna run for president at 100 years old. At that point, you should like, no, grandma, you can't. You're
Right.
too
Well,
old.
they do have to pass a physical because it's an extremely stressful and taxing position.
And I don't even know if they have to pass it, to be frank. I mean, it's just the physical will give information that the voters can decide, right? I mean, like, whether they're going to disqualify them. I mean, I don't know if it's qualification. It's just.
I think the test for president, like after their physical, should be here's a entire string of the number pi. You need to renumber at least 25 of these numbers. If you can't remember number 25, just like over again until you remember 25, I think you're too old.
Which one? Which pie?
Apple pie. No.
Like 22/7 or?
3.14 go all the way 25 digits.
There's different pies. There's 22/7.
No, I say 15 digit into pi.
I know, but there's that pie. Then there's also 22 divided by 7. That's pie too.
Well, it doesn't matter because in the end, you still get that first 25 digit the same.
It's a different set of numbers. It's a different set of numbers, man.
What are you talking about? As far as I know, there's only one pi.
Yeah, look at pi and then divide 22 by 7. They're different. I'm just saying they're different, man.
Why 22 by 7?
I'm not bullshitting. I'm not messing with you, Tom. I'm saying it's real. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Michael? Yeah.
I don't get it. What's 22 by 7?
It's an approximation of pi.
Yeah.
But why can't we just go with pi?
Because we're America, dude. We do shit different.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want it all. We want it all.
It's like if your guy can't handle it, you say, well, he'll do this other pie instead. And that's what they do. That's how we do it.
Make it all convoluted for no fucking reason whatsoever.
But even if you use that approximation of pi, you still should have the 25 digit the same.
Okay, so you got two choices, I guess, right?
But why two choices if the approximation still comes to the same number?
Because we cannot succumb to one method, Tony. We have to have choice.
Well, then, okay, doesn't matter. Name 25 of each one, whichever one you
In
want.
the fact, if there's only two, we can't even have that because it should not be a binary choice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we going that way?
That was such a long setup, dude.
Okay, so that's all well and good, but are we concerned that the Vice President Harris
Okay.
and
Wow. Yeah.
But I just wanted to put it out there. 22/7 is more than the pi. It's bigger than pi.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So pi is pi. Don't mix that up.
So who said that's pi, though, right? I mean, who
It's
determined
not.
that?
Pi is 3.141, and I think 22/7 is 3.142 or 3, something like that.
Yeah, 28, 1428.
Yeah. So it's bigger than pi. It's not pi.
Pi's 3.14159.
Yeah.
2684 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's smaller.
definitely smaller.
Exactly. I feel that way some days.
Definitely smaller.
Definitely.
I feel very Rain Man some days.
Definitely.
So yeah, I mean, there is only one pi. There's like almost pi is not pi.
It's true. Either you make a good pie or you don't.
Yeah, apple pie or key lime.
Ooh, I'll take key lime. I'm very particular on apple pie. It's got to be really phenomenal.
What about apple pie or peach pie?
Cherry pie.
Cherry pie? Cherry pie too sweet. I don't like cherry pie.
Oh, I love me some good cherry pie.
I don't know. I'd rather have a peach cobbler than a peach pie.
True. Peach cobbler does taste better.
Yes, agree with that. Sometimes a pecan pie.
I can't eat pecan pie. It's too sweet.
That the entire thing is sugar.
Yeah, it's. Oh my God, my dad. I mean, I don't know him, but my mom and my grandmother and everybody told me this stuff because of his family and where he was from. They had, I don't know, Albert, maybe because of where the region you live. You've heard of this sugar pie?
What's sugar pie?
I have no idea.
I thought it was
No,
a nickname.
I know.
No, this is a dead serious. It's a sugar pie.
You mean like a pound cake?
No, like it's a pie that I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to ask my mom because I have no idea. She said it was like the most overly sweet, grossest thing she's ever had.
Hold on,
Okay,
sugar pie. Let me Google this. Sugar pie.
Okay, yeah, it's not like a custard pie.
I don't know. I've never had it. I've
All
never
right,
had it. I don't know.
old-fashioned sugar
Okay.
pie recipe. Let's see what's in there.
Isn't there a song about that?
That's different.
That's American pie. And I give that song a rating of 3.14.
James, I think you're thinking of sugar pie, honey bun.
Sweet sugar pie, yeah.
Sugar pie is for friends.
Of course,
Sugar
of
pie,
course.
honey bun.
It's made out of beet sugar and brown sugar.
That sounds really terrible.
That's a song too,
And
man.
have a crust that contains sugar mix, which caramelize after baking. And
That
then
does
top
not-
top off with maple syrup.
That does not sound good.
That sounds disgusting. Oh, it's all sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Well,
don't you just get a bag of sugar and chuck it?
It's kind of like pecan pie, right? Pecan
Lemon
pie
ice
is supposed to be all
box
sugar.
pie. What is lemon ice box pie?
Because it's lemon, and lemon is so good.
Lemon
Why
ice box pie?
pie?
Almost
Why-
as good as
it's-
orange, right?
It ends up being like it's like a custard pie.
Oh, okay. No,
It's
I would
almost
still
as good
choose
as
key lime
orange.
pie. I think key lime pie and
Orange
apple pie are
custard pie.
two good pies.
The best key lime pie I've personally ever had in my life was in Guaymas, Mexico when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
That was amazing.
So what happened?
What do you mean?
You say in Mexico when you're a kid, but what
Yeah.
happened?
What do you mean what happened?
You say I ever had. So do you still have them anymore?
Oh, I still have key lime pie, but that is the best one I've ever had.
Yeah. So is it still there? Can you still get it?
I don't know. I haven't been there since I was like 7 years old.
That's what I'm saying. What happened? You know what happened?
I don't know. I don't have a desire to go back.
You know, a lot of times a kid's taste bud is very different than adult taste bud.
Oh, I know.
Yes, because your taste buds do change over the years. Yes, I agree.
Tony, quit trying to take this memory from him.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't have very good childhood memories. That was a good one. All right. Pastel de limon.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah. Pastel de limon. Freaking bomb.
No, I
Don't
was
tell
trying
him
to
it wasn't
recall
nearly
his
as good
memory.
as-
Maybe he just remembers that, oh, it tastes so good because I got kidnapped for 2 weeks and I had nothing to eat. You know?
No, that was actually the same time we went out and in the bay and we caught sharks for dinner.
Nice.
That's cool.
Shark fin soup. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
it was
Shark
not-
fin soup.
Was not shark fin soup
So
we
what is
had
the difference
actual-
between eating an entire shark and the shark fin?
because the fin has no flavor.
That's what he said. It does have flavor.
I have not had it, but everybody that I know that has had shark fin, they say it's kind of rubbery. It's got really no flavor to it.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's
we
the same thing as
talking-
somebody say that cigar tastes like tobacco and nothing else.
I have like a shark fin
Of course,
antenna on my car.
we're listening to a guy that says chicken balls have flavor too. So
Hey, but then
Oh,
again, you know, there's some people that couldn't taste orange. You know, what can I say? You gotta allow it. You know, I'm sorry, I have a really good palate. I got chicken ball and my palate, okay?
team rubber balls. That's
Team
the
chicken
new one.
balls. Team chicken ball.
Team chicken balls. That's
You do
not-
have a hueish pinkish hue to your face, Tony.
Now we know
That's
the
healthy.
name of the
No, this
now we
place
know
is
the
really
name
hot.
of the group from Massachusetts, New York area. Team chicken balls.
Team chicken balls.
Wow.
But I'm the only one that eats it, so you know.
Yeah, this because it's enough.
Yeah, but it's a matter of who can taste them, you know.
It's enough.
I don't know.
You have a very eclectic palate, Tony.
I gotta say, hey, if Gordon Ramsay compared to me, I probably have better taste bud than Gordon Ramsay because he can't even taste shark fin. So. A lot of people think that Gordon Ramsay is a good chef.
See, now you chased Michael off, you know. You ruined his memory. Chased him off.
He's got a phone call.
He's
okay?
gone. He's gone to cry, man. He's gone to cry.
I like Gordon Ramsay. I mean, I don't necessarily like him because of what he cooks. I've never tasted what he cooks. So.
Hashimoto!
Oh.
You bailed on us yesterday, yo.
Matt shows up.
We're on for more than an hour. You were not there yesterday.
Yeah, you're lucky if you get to spend time with Matt, man.
Whatever. Well, okay. I guess welcome to the show.
Coin check.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, have you guys ever eaten in a restaurant from Gordon Ramsay? Ever?
Go.
No.
Yes.
Give it a try, and then you can let me know whether or not Gordon Ramsay is that good of a chef. I really don't think he's that good of a chef. I really don't think he's that good of a chef. Hashimoto, what do you think? You say yes. Like, what do you think about, like, you know, his restaurant and the price that he charges for his restaurant?
Very expensive, and to me, it was not worth it.
See?
But
Gordon
I'm
Ramsay.
not. It's just you got to be into that style of food, I guess, and that I don't know. I wasn't.
I eat plenty of like high-end like, you know,
You got
Western
to be
food.
able to taste shark fin, you know.
I mean, shark fin's not for everyone. That's true. Okay, but you know, Gordon Ramsay in terms of Western food is not that crazy. I mean,
I would be willing to go to like his restaurants that he turned around or whatever, or influenced, and check those dishes out.
You know that all the restaurants that he turned over ended up closing, right?
Not all of them, but
Well, majority of it.
a lot of them do anyway, right?
A majority of them closed because you know it's one of those things. It wasn't that good.
Well, but there's a reason why they suck to begin with, right?
Well, you would think that would turn around after the recipe, but they
Nah. Because it takes a lot to do a restaurant, and it's a treadmill.
You know, if the food tastes good, you'll have customer. You'll have no problem. But you know, the food is mediocre, and you charge high price for them. Eventually, people catch on.
But if you don't want it, I mean, your attitude, your motivation, all that comes into play as well. And
But the biggest issue is actually what they charge for that kind of food. You'll go there for the first few times because of hype. You know, hey, Gordon Ramsay came and made it over. Go there, eat it. Once you pay that kind of price, you won't. Like I told you guys before, right? In Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, 1 cup of coffee is $14.
Yeah.
And it's not even special beans. It's just 1 cup of coffee, $14. And then, you know, everything else is actually very normal. I mean, I've eaten at some serious restaurant. And to me, that restaurant tastes normal for that kind of price.
Now,
It's
there's this lady called Farmer and the Chef. She does a show on PBS.
Mhm.
And she has a place in South Carolina that my wife's wanting to go try out. But she does all these weird dishes and stuff, and with locally grown things and whatnot. But you know, it's just expensive shit there too. But all you know,
Here's the thing. I think all of the Iron Chef are not that good. How's that? I think that sums it up. I've been to those restaurants with the Iron Chefs open, and they are not that good. Right? If think of it this way, okay? The Japanese the Iron Chef Japanese guy, what's his name? Something. Anyway,
I went to that one.
Huh?
I went to that one in Vegas.
He had one in New York. I went over there to New York too, and they were not that good. If he's that good, you know, if he's that good, why isn't his restaurant like 3-star Michelin and up?
It was good, but it was like wasn't that good for what it cost. I mean, it was.
I mean, it's like $200 a person. for their regular menu. And then it basically just have some sushi and raw meat. And then if you compare that to something like Jiro sushi in Japan, it's not even comparable. And Jiro is not even an Iron Chef. You know, it's like you put it together. Iron Chef, is it really that good? No, it's not. They're not that good.
It's a show, man. That's all it is. It's a show.
Right, it's a show, and that tells you that Gordon Ramsay is show. He's not that.
He's a
good.
show. He's definitely a showman. There's no doubt about that.
I think even Gordon Ramsay's teacher has beef with him. He doesn't like him. He's not that good. He goes around a place and learns stuff. I saw one episode where Gordon Ramsay tried to learn how to do like Chinese noodle or something in China, and he absolutely sucked. The chef's like, "You suck."
He's probably got beef with him. He's probably got chicken. He's probably got seafood with him.
Just beef Wellington. Just only beef Wellington. All the other stuff are raw.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a lot of show. I mean, the restaurant's really fancy and fire everywhere, saying Hell's Kitchen and shit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really don't think they're up to par for what they're charging. Even the atmosphere is not up to par for what they're charging.
Well, I think you get the cost of what for his name, and then in Vegas as well, you're paying the price of Vegas. It's like outrageous.
A lot of places in Vegas, the food is outrageously nice, but it's cheap. Especially in the casino.
That wasn't my experience, man.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
you can get. There are some places that's really just packed as hell, but they're cheaper than you can get.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of places like that, but the nicer places, yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously everything. I mean, it's Las Vegas. They have from the lowest end to the highest end, right? So if you go to that kind of place where you don't have to wait in line, yeah, it's gotta be crazy.
Tell you everywhere you turn around, man, somebody's got their hand out wanting your money at Vegas, man. You go to the bathroom, there's a guy wanting the freaking tip. Like, golly, man.
I will give him a tip if he wiped my ass, because I could have just washed it, but if he wiped it, I'll give him a tip.
I give him a tip not to wipe my ass. How about that?
I don't know. I remember going to those Iron Chef restaurants being very disappointed every single one of them. So, food. For me, food is very important. I love to eat. Being Asian, I love to eat. So, food is very important to me. Especially if a cigar is supposed to taste like orange, I expect it to taste like orange. If it doesn't, then I have issues.
That's right.
We have issues.
Never. Nothing. No cigar tastes like orange.
Did you just say no cigar tastes like orange?
Yep.
I could make it happen. I do have orange juice.
A science project?
The problem is that I know that if I soak a cigar in orange juice, guarantee 100% to mold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it will definitely mold. In fact, I'll get some sort of, penicillin in the cigar.
I like the small oranges, Tony. Those are really good.
Small orange juice?
Yes, the cuties.
Oh. The brand cuties?
Yeah, the little oranges. Those are good.
Little orange.
They have thinner skin, easier to peel.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay. You mean mandarin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we call it. Because when you say little orange, we have mikan, we have mandarins, we have, with the tangerine. Yeah,
mandarin.
they're all tiny with the thin skin. So
Tangerillo or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not oranges actually.
They're crossbreed.
Why they got a different name.
They're citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they got a different name there. Tangerines and mandarins.
James, you going to church or you going to work?
To work.
That's his church.
Yeah.
Where he worships.
You normally don't work on Sunday, do you?
One of the rare occasions that I have to.
I was going to say, you normally don't work on Sunday.
Normally I don't. No.
Gotta head out.
James have to kind of kind of work off the stress of not being going to the event. So he needs to go to
Yeah.
work.
Oh, no, see, hold on, watch this.
You gotta
I
go.
have to work off the stress and not be able to hand
Yes,
you
Albert.
your cigar, your cigar cutter.
Hey Tony, I've got to go.
Yeah, I heard. Enjoy the
I-
night. Take
I
care.
enjoyed it, Matt. It was finally good seeing you. I've heard a lot about you. James, take care of yourself.
Prepare myself.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
He's leaving.
yes.
Prepare
Don't
yourself. Prepare for trouble.
let Germany down. Don't let Germany down.
Prepare myself.
Prepare for trouble. Make it double. Oh my God! Did he just drop down? Did he just put down like not even like a 1/3 down cigar? I see that.
Oh, Albert's got to finish
I called
it.
up. I called fall.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Chicken foul. Chicken foul.
That's cigar abuse there, right there.
I know. I'm sorry I didn't raise your expectation.
Oh.
All right, bro.
All right. Yeah,
Anyway, bro.
I don't know if we can let this guy be in the group.
Yeah, I know.
I know. But it's still 90-day probation.
Yeah. I think we could end this probation now and just kick him out.
It restarts today because it's cigar.
So you guys saw the coin proof. What do you guys think in that perspective? Like it's just basically no color. It's just like a brush old middle looking.
I like
It still looks pretty badass.
Yep.
It looks pretty good.
Yep. I like it a lot.
I saw it. I was like, oh, if it really comes out like this, it's not bad. Even though there's no color on it. Right? I actually
I think it looks better
it's-
without color.
Yeah, I actually think it's better without color because if they ask me what color, I don't know what color to put on it. I mean, the design was no color. So
What's up, Jason Martin?
So I don't know. I don't know what color to put on it.
Oh, it should be blingy.
Well, the coin itself is like aged vintage gold looking coin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that picture again, and I think that some part of it kind of like brushed, some part of it not. It shows nicely
Right.
in a way.
Yeah, it looks like it's got some patina on it.
Yeah, it's one of
looks
those like
pretty awesome,
vintage
yeah.
gold.
That's what we want is a TAO with some patina. Orange patina.
All right, I will show the picture on screen so we can talk about this. Because I actually like how it came out. It almost feel out of place to have a colored Shadow Smoker's Legion on the other side. I almost want to tell them to just remove all the color.
Is that with or without
yeah.
mosquito?
Huh? It might have, but then, I don't know.
Is that with or without the mosquito? Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's mosquito. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find that picture.
I think you do the opposite side colorless as well, because that way it changes up the entire coin from every other coin we've done.
Yeah, I wanted to find a way to make that no color. Actually, no color costs additional $100 to do it, but
It looks like they took the mosquito out.
yeah, it would be very hard to do that one single dot. It's one
Right.
pixel. It's one pixel.
It's there, James. You just can't see it.
Yeah, you can't really tell it's this tiny, right? Well, let me just make sure it's the same size on my screen. Okay, now they're the same size. It actually looks very complicated. In terms of the size.
Yep.
And if I shrink it to this size, even people with big screen will probably see that very complicated. Very.
Yeah, it is very busy. Yeah.
But
Lot
yeah,
to look
I
at.
wanted to find a way to do our logo with no coloring, or just lines. I think that would look super badass in a way. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it would look good that way. I think it makes it look a little more aged when it's just all no color. Looks kind of like the old school yen, stuff
Yeah.
like that, or
Like 5 yen without the hole. Actually, that
Yeah.
would be 50 yen. No, yen
Yeah.
has holes. 50 yen has holes. Which one has the no holes?
oops.
I think all the fives has a hole on it. So 100 yen coin. So I think it looks really good. I tried to see number I posted to show it side by side, and the Shadow Smoke Legion logo on it with color is looks kind of all over the place. In my opinion. So I think that it will probably be better if we do one here. Let me put it up here. I think it will look better without color. Okay.
I
first of
agree.
all, where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I do have Shadow Smoke's Legion logo without color, and I should be able to tell them to do it without color. It just costs more. Let me see. Let's see. Download.
See, the more he looks at this TAO coin, the more he wants to do it this year.
No, they won't even be able to do it this year. I can tell you that. We already talked about this. They said they don't have the capacity to produce it this year, which
No,
works
good luck.
out for me.
Your luck, yeah.
Okay, so I do have this logo. If I can shrink it small enough, why does it always appear so large? Here we go. I have this. This is black and white, so you can actually cut it in there with just lines and no color.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That might
I
look
think
real
it'll look
good.
good.
That might look real good. But the question is, do we use this logo or do we use the three people logo? Right. I think
You
do I
use
have-
that logo.
Yeah, let me show you guys the three people logo with black and white. I have that too. Yes, I have all those things.
Or the little soy sauce guy that's down on the bottom.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I can't change this one either. Let me just add another one then. Image 8. What's image 8? Oh, here we go. Let me use this one. Boom. So we can do this one as well. Which one?
The skull.
The skull?
Yep.
What the?
The skull?
Yep.
Alright, I had to send them another request to change that Monday. More symmetry with the skull. Do you think so?
Yep.
More symmetry with the skull.
Because the peoples aren't going to have that black background.
No, the black background was just being engraved in, I think. So it would
Yeah,
just
that's
be.
what I mean. The black background's going to be gone.
Yeah, but there'll still be the shape.
Yep.
If they do all the white popping out, all the black is not popped out. I don't know. I have to get them to do a demo on this one because it looks, with the color, it just looks so weird. I think that if we gotta match the back, we should have both sides no color.
Yep.
Both sides no color.
I'm good either way. The skull does look good though.
That look good? Alright. Uh-oh. I heard my wife just came down.
Uh-oh.
You're in trouble now.
What's up, Mikey?
What? I was on. I had a phone call. Now I'm back.
See, I told
Oh,
you it was phone call.
that's-
I was right. That was phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you want to say it's phone call. Why are you smoking?
No,
Hashimoto?
it was a phone call.
Oh, here we go. Inzuki. Now, I have people ask me why do I always call Hashimoto instead of Matt. I just get used to it because Hashimoto's Japanese and you tend to call Japanese people by their last name. I just happen to like whenever I see Hashimoto, I think like Japanese way, so I call him Japanese Hashimoto.
Whenever my wife hears Hashimoto, she thinks about the disease. Hashimoto.
Fuck.
So do we. We think that too.
I just
I don't
want
know
to
if
put it
that's a
out there.
positive
It wasn't
thing or a
because like you know,
negative.
it wasn't because like Hashimoto and I have issues. It's just that you know I tend to just use Hashimoto.
Can we do that where I work?
Somebody thought we had issues?
No. People ask me, it's like why, like you know, I call Michael, I call James, got Albert, but when it comes to Matt, Hashimoto is Hashimoto. And they're like, why? Like, do I have issue with the Hashimoto? No, I don't have issue, but Hashimoto is Japanese, so I just get used to calling Japanese by their last name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to change around because in Japan, if you just randomly call people by their first name, it's rude. So,
Yep.
I get used to it.
Yep.
That's okay. We call him Hashimoto too.
No, so just, this is how, I show Hashimoto my respect by calling his surname.
Call
Well,
him by his,
Hashimoto. Sorry.
I said call him by his middle name.
What is Hashimoto's middle name?
Danger.
Yeah, yo.
Hashimoto
Michael.
2 is his son, James.
Hashimoto, do you even have a Japanese name?
Yeah. Oh, like, yeah.
Like
He
Japanese,
said my
Japanese
middle
name.
name, though.
Japanese name.
James.
Hmm?
Hashimoto 2 is his son.
Like what is
There's
your
only
Japanese
one
name
person-
anyway?
There's only one person that guessed it. We had this conversation many years ago on Brandon's show.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, that shit took like 2 hours, man.
Cecil. It's Cecil, right?
And
No, it's
William
a
Gallahan
Japanese
was the one that guessed it.
Yeah.
Was that a typical
But
one?
I had to give many clues.
Give me a clue. Let's see if I can guess it.
This is gonna be a hard clue, but we have a member that goes by the first part of the name.
No fucking
Right.
shit. Okay.
But it's not his real name. It's an animal.
Cat. Katsu.
Close.
Wow.
What? So start with a K.
It was really close. Look at Albert. He's fucking Googling shit.
He's not looking at me.
I'm doing. Oh,
I hope it's not something like Kenichi or
Mm-mm.
I'm doing golf, man.
No.
Katsu was close.
Very
Oh,
close.
Catman-Zoo. Catman-Zoo.
Catman,
Come on, Jason. Get in there. Jason Martin.
What? Katsu ka.
There was actually only one letter missing.
Katsun.
Man, is Michael talking to somebody? Is he like telling somebody the name?
Well, is it missing? Is it missing the first, like somewhere in the middle, or somewhere in
No.
the end?
The very last. Very last.
You need to go try.
Katsuni,
Katsu. With G.
Katsu.
You don't have G's, do you? You don't have G's. Never mind.
Katsuo,
Go inside.
Huh?
Katsuo.
You're close.
Katsuo is close.
It's not. It's Katsu.
Kasura.
No. No, Jason, you're close. But no.
Katsue.
Katsuma.
I hope it's not Katsumi because Katsumi is like,
No.
yeah, Katsumi is kind of
Katsura.
like
One letter.
Katsuo,
Katsuo.
Katsue, Katsua, Katsui, Katsu.
Yeah, all you gotta do is go through the alphabet.
Katsua.
Katsuki. Katsu.
Katsua.
Katsuya?
Sounds
No.
like Katsumi. Katsu.
Katsu, and then one letter. Jason, you got 2 letters in there, 2 extra letters. Or
Katsue.
one.
Katsue. Katsu. It's not Katsu. Katsuna.
I wonder if
Katsu.
Brandon would remember.
Katsui.
Katsu orange.
IUAO. I already tried IUAO.
What'd you say, James?
Katsu orange.
Well, that's the same letter that you're missing.
Well, I know
Katsuna?
that. Katsuo.
Katsuna.
Katsuo.
There you go. He said it.
Katsuna?
No,
Katsuo.
James said it.
Katsuro?
Katsuo,
Katsuo.
yeah.
Katsuro. Okay. It's so. I feel like everybody use "lo" in their name. I like fishermen.
Fisherman?
Fisherman, yeah. You know, Ichiro. Oh, Jiro. You know,
Oh.
all like fishermen.
Yeah.
They tend to be like workers. They tend to be like physical workers. People who have the "lo" in their name. Yeah, I don't get that.
Jason, you were close, buddy. Just change that L to an O.
No, he's. You mean the A to O? A to O. Katsuro.
No, it's Katsuo.
Katsuo?
Katsuo. Yeah.
Wait, I say Katsuo already.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Katsuo.
Because I went through IUAO. Katsuo, I already went through.
Oh, I didn't hear you say it.
So it's Katsuo,
Or you
not
said something
Katsuro.
else.
Oh, it's Katsuo, not Katsuro. Katsuo.
Yeah. It's Hashimoto.
Right? That's easier.
Yeah.
You know, I actually like the name
Kinda.
Katsuo. You know why? You know why I like Katsuo?
Why?
You know, quite a bit of Kamen Riders actors' names are Katsuo.
Yeah, it's a very popular name. Or it was.
Katsuo. My favorite Kamen Rider. My favorite Kamen Rider, or Mask Rider in the U.S. My favorite Kamen Rider, his name is Tetsuo, so it's very close. So, but then it really depends who you ask, because some people say his name is Katsuo. So, but he opened like a curry shop in Japan after
Oh, wow.
yeah, he had the longest running Kamen Rider in history, 2 seasons, and then he also opened he was a fisherman, and then he opened a curry shop.
Dang.
Yeah.
I like Kat's answer. The cigar that I'm smoking.
Kintsugi. You know, to be Kintsugi, first you have to be broken.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I was using cat as the reference to Katsui. Or Katsuo, sorry. Katsui. Oh, I'm all fucked up.
So I know today we're actually talking about you, me and my wife, because we were talking about earlier. I was talking about on the show. I was talking about like the war and stuff like that. So they were saying like, you know, isn't a lot of people in the Legion, like in the military, like the Marine and stuff like that, don't they have to be, you know, deployed if there's a war? I was like, yeah. Well, Matt's daughter and maybe son-in-law is out in the Marines. They probably end up going. So
Yeah, son-in-law, and daughter. Yeah.
that's, you know, Marine life, yo, Marine life.
Wow, their son is Navy, and then their Air Force, son-in-law and daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Marine's tough. I would say Marine's tough. We were looking at like the like video clip and stuff like that, and they're carrying like 50-pound backpacks, like just gigantic backpacks. It's like half a body length going out in the back.
Oh yeah, rucksack. Yep.
And she was like, how do those people walk around with those things? Like, especially when you had to go into water, like that backpack. I was like, I think the people who hold the backpack does not go into water because everything will get wet.
Oh, it'll definitely weigh you down for sure.
Yeah, so I don't think you want to get yourself wet. You want to be above water. So it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People don't realize it though. People don't realize it. Like like everybody's what's a big deal going to the military. Everybody can do it. They always go find people in the what's it they call it? Ghettos to recruit and stuff like that. It's like just because they recruit doesn't mean they'll pass. It's actually pretty tough. I think Juan's son was trying to go into boot camp and didn't go and then had to be sent back. Right? Tough.
Yeah, he had
People get hurt.
Rotator cuff.
Yeah, it's really tough, and usually you don't get anything for the trial. If you get hurt, you go home. That's it. The end. And people don't realize that how tough it is to get through and how tough it is to serve. And after you serve, you can now the question is after you finish your initial 2 or 3 years contract, let's say if you didn't sign continuation, okay, 4 year, let's say you didn't, you just you get released and then you go about and do your own thing. War breakdown, do you get draft back or do you can actually literally say I don't care, done?
I think it depends on what you're involved in.
Right. Depends on what your job was in the military. They can call you back, but even then, you still have a time limit. I think it's a couple of years where they can't call you back after that couple of years.
So everybody that joins the military joins for 8 years, and they don't know it, but they join for 8 years, either active or inactive. That's the facts of the matter.
So after you go for 4 years, you
spend 4 years in active reserve.
Oh, you become an active reserve?
Inactive reserve at the very least. You can make it an active reserve if you want to get paid, but you at least inactive reserve, which means you can be called up anytime during that 4 years.
Okay, so you have a recall period when you get discharge paper on the contract. And after that recall period ends, they cannot ask you to come back?
That's true.
Okay.
So unless you get drafted.
But we don't have drafted.
And you won't be able to be drafted after that 8 years is over with. Your service to the United States is officially finished. They can only get you for a maximum of 8 years if you don't volunteer.
Okay. Now, let's say after you discharge, 8 years over, okay? Something happened. Let's say they need military numbers. And then when you re-enlist, do you have to go through boot camp again?
No. That just depends on how long you've been out.
So you can be out long enough to have to go through boot camp again?
You can be out long enough to have to go through boot camp again, yeah.
Wow.
I've seen people that did it.
So if let's say if you leave, by the time you leave, you have some ranking. What will be a high ranking?
You can start over fresh. You can come back in with your rank. I managed to come back with my rank, but Jeff, when he went back in, he lost a rank.
So you can actually lose your rank.
Yep, you can actually lose your rank. Yeah.
How weird is that? Because I thought when you became a vet, you retain your rank even though when you're out. Like your last ranking is this. Don't you keep your rank for life technically?
No, you don't. They decide when you go back, just like you could lose your rank by messing up in the military.
Okay, so let's say. But then if you never re-enlist, do you keep your rank?
Well, you don't really have your rank when you get out, so.
Because you become a civilian, so your rank doesn't mean anything.
You're a civilian, exactly. Now we do kind of honor officers, you know, when they get out and retire, say, okay, you're, you know, colonel or whatever, but it's an honorary title. They're not really a.
Do you get some sort of like a mutual respect when you re-enlist with you know, even though you lose your rank kind of thing?
Oh, it depends.
Like, you know, like I say, you used to be a colonel. You go back there and you are fresh, on the, you know, going through boot camp again. Do they still yell at you?
Okay, colonels don't really ever, you know, or I say officers don't ever really retire from the military. They give up their commission.
But let's say that's the case, and you go back and you lost your rank. Do they still like, you know how they kind of haze you a little bit? Does that
They
still
can
happen?
always be recalled. Officers can always be recalled. That's part of being an officer.
Oh, okay,
What you're saying about if you like what Jeff did, like when Jeff went back through, if he had to go boot camp again, then yeah, you. Only the dipshits get hazed really in the middle. And I mean,
Well, Jeff didn't have to go through boot camp again. He had to go to another school though, because he went back in as a different MOS.
Because that's interesting to me, because you think that you already went through all that, you went back, and then, you know, you're a rookie again, they're yelling at you, you're like, yeah, I know already, come on, move on, kind of thing.
that's what I'm saying. It's really only the dipshits that get yelled at in boot camp. I mean,
Well, I thought they're supposed to yell at you to kind of get you kind of.
well, but
They don't yell at anybody anymore.
I thought they're supposed to give you stress, because you got to be able to deal with that stress in the battlefield.
No,
So they cause you stress for you to get used to that.
that was years ago.
But if you've been through it though, Tony, and you're going through it again, you know what to expect, and you know how to fall in line with it. So it's going to be the other knuckleheads that are getting yelled at.
True,
No, I
because
mean-
you already know. Like, I don't know. Like, Navy has a 4x2 enlistment. What does that mean? Just mean 2 times of 4. 4x2. So it's
Served
2
for,
turn of
yeah,
4 years.
2 years.
The
I think she's
military in
saying-
general. The military in general has an 8-year obligation. You
I
have
think
an
she's
8-year
saying-
obligation, however you want to think about it.
I think she's saying what James is trying to say, except for they don't have the 8 years; they have just 2 years.
They have
Oh.
8 years, so all
4-year
military
active,
have 8
2-year
years.
inactive. There you go. Thank
Yep.
you, Sherry.
Yep.
That's a long time. That's a long time to be like 4 years, and you're finally back to a civilian, and then within that 2 years, they can still call you back for whatever reason.
They can still call you back inside that 8 years. It's not a one you know deep thing deal. It's the complete military can call you back anytime during that
And
that
that's
8
tough.
years.
That's tough. You see, this is why people should respect all the people that just got discharged, whatever, because they could be called back. You still depend on them when they get called back.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, those people who are being assholes to the vets, the people who use military ID, think twice before you want to be an asshole. Because your life, your safety depends on them in this really uncertain world. You know,
They can save your ass or not.
yeah. You know, they literally is the person that's gonna save your ass when you know something happened, disaster, whatever. You know, military is there. So, officer are a little different. My cousin was a full bird. When he got out and they recalled him and promoted him to 1 star. Somebody educate me what's 1 star.
General.
General, there we go.
Yeah, full bird is a colonel.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the ranking, so I need somebody to educate me on that.
He goes like second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, and then
Major, lieutenant colonel,
and then your major, then your generals. Starts off with I think it's brigadier general is 1 star.
yeah, and then major general, and lieutenant general, and then
Is the promotion automatic?
No.
What I mean by, like, you know, if let's say 4 years you serve, does nothing happen. Nothing in the world happens. The world is peace. You will never get promoted.
Unless you mess up, your promotion's automatic up till E4.
Which is?
Listed 4, which is like a specialist or a corporal.
Okay,
And then
so,
everything, when you get to be a sergeant, you have to go to a board and school and everything else to to get that. It's not automatic.
So there is a certain distance of automatic promotion, and once you get to that, you have to work your way out.
Exactly.
You got to take tests.
Is the test hard?
Yeah, it ain't
You
easy.
have to go to a board. You have to go to a board, and they quiz you, and then they decide whether or not you would make a good sergeant or not.
Okay, so even if you pass the test, you might not get promoted.
Yeah, they might decide, nope, we don't think you'll be a good sergeant.
Okay.
Or staff sergeant, or sergeant first class, or master sergeant.
Yeah, it's tough. Why do people always think that military is gonna be easy breezy, anybody can do it? It's not. It's not. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that went through boot camp and even after boot camp still think that this is tough. They want to go home or whatever. So you have to go overseas and take command, so they rank him higher. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't think I can ever say enough. I know this kind of topic is kind of boring for some people, but when you think about the safety of the country and it's not just the safety of the country. I mean, military does a lot of stuff. They don't just go fight wars, right? Hey, Josh, you're muted. There we go.
Don't tell me.
Oh my god,
So, what's up? You're kind of like skipping out a little bit.
Now, when you get out of the military, you get a DD 214, which is a Department of Defense document telling you what kind of discharge you got and everything. And it tells you how long that you're going to have to still stay in the inactive or active reserves.
Well, hold on. One off topic. Josh is opening his champagne. I guess he finally met Oprah today.
Oh. She promised to kiss him finally.
Dude, the funniest thing, I'm staying on a staycation by myself, and Mary, she's not really pissed, but it's really fucking funny.
Well, what's wrong with a staycation? You're in front of a coffee shop trying to drink champagne.
Well, I'm in a part of Dallas. I'm in Las Colinas. It's so funny because we booked this staycation, right? And she asked me, she was like, should I pay the $9 for the fully refundable? I was like, no, fuck that. We're not going to do that. We're going to stay, whatever. So we booked it, and not 2 hours later, I hear, fuck, come out of the bedroom. And I was like, what, babe? Are you okay? Are you okay? She goes, oh, shit, you know that night that we booked in Las Colinas at the Omni? I said, yeah. She goes, we're watching dogs. And I go, you mean you're watching dogs?
Oh.
I'm having my staycation, bitches.
Wait, so you guys cannot find someone else to watch the dogs?
No, we couldn't find anybody else. So Mary's at home, and I've been dropping her selfies and just like, wish you were here, lady. I love you. Miss you.
She is so gonna make you pay, man. You are doomed.
Josh, you gotta go back and you gotta find yourself in the doghouse for weeks.
Oh,
yeah,
so I offered to go back with her, and she was like, no. So we came up this afternoon, and I was gonna fully go back with her, and she's like, no, it's gonna be fine. I want you to go and stay and have a nice time.
That is female, for you better get your ass back here.
Yeah, that's a signal that you better show up home right now.
Josh, she's gonna be dog sitting when you go back.
Yeah.
By dog sitting, when I go back, you mean I'm gonna be
Yeah,
a dog?
you're the dog. You're the dog.
You didn't catch the signal. You didn't. Yeah, Sherry's like lies, all lies. Yeah. You're gonna be in big trouble when you go home. You gotta find.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so funny.
You gotta find your stash of cigars out in the doghouse.
I know. She's gonna be like, you know what? I wanted to humidify all your cigars, so I dumped them in the tub with some water.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
was raining, it was good. It was good humidity, so I put it outside.
Yeah.
Look at all the plume he's getting.
No, she was really a good sport about it. She's been like really funny about it. I offered to go home. I offered to let her stay here, and she's like, no. So she's been a good sport.
No, Josh,
Mary
the
is a
correct
really
way
good-
should be, you go, babe. I'll watch the dog.
So you got to ask yourself one question: why is it now all of a sudden more fun for her to stay home and watch dogs than to be with you?
Oh.
Ah. Wow.
James, I gotta get home. I gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
One of them dogs, his name might be Fred.
Oh no. Oh no. That's horrible. That's horrible.
So my phone is at 28%, so I can't stay on too long. But it's a Saturday night. I had to stop on and say hey to you, bros.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, it's 11:01 already. Had we already closed it, you wouldn't have made it.
If we don't hear from Josh for a long time, we know what happened.
When I don't show up to the meet. By the way, speaking of the meet, has everybody actually thought about it? We are like counting down the days, man. We are almost there.
That tells me Josh have not been watching our show for a long, long time.
Shut
No,
up.
I do.
Shut
I
up,
do.
Josh.
I watch it.
Shut up, Josh.
We've been thinking about we've been counting down
Shut up.
21 days and
Shut
a
up.
wake up.
Shut
I
up.
know.
James laughing, ain't it?
We've been talking about the meat every single time we're on, you know, because I'm thinking about meat all day long. We're talking about where we're gonna eat. We're talking
I've
about the
I've
event.
been avoiding.
But,
I've been
but
avoiding.
Tony,
the
every time
subject
you
since
say
I've been on
meat,
here,
I
okay?
think you mean meat like beacher meat.
What?
James, no.
What meat?
Yeah.
No,
Oh
no,
man,
talking about
guys, I've been
2021
avoiding
meat.
the subject.
Oh God! Don't make me explain.
No, we're thinking about it all the time. I think about it all the time. I'm like, you know, it's got to be a blast. It's got to be super. Like, I talk about it so much, my wife is like, now I wanted to go. My wife's like, now I wanted to go. I was like, if you can find a flight, that's one thing. And she's like, I looked at the flight. I don't want to pay $700 to fly there.
Wait, so she's not coming?
She wasn't, like, when I originally booked it, I was like, you want to go? It's going to be fun. She's like, what is there to do? I was like, I don't know, but you'll be a resort. Even there's nothing to do, you stay in the resort. And she's like, nah, I'm good. You go have fun. And now, like, you know, she's looking at those things. She's like, you know what? I should have gone, isn't it?
We want her to at least come so we can all get video evidence of you tying her shoe.
Oh, I can easily get you evidence on that. I tie her shoe all the time. I tie her shoe all the time. Besides, even if when you guys meet her, you're probably not gonna see her wearing a shoe with laces. She's probably wearing a heel or something like that. She's on vacation. She's not wearing a sneaker. You know. So yeah.
We're all like, let us see her feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong place. You know.
Josh is drunk.
Josh,
He haven't even opened his champagne yet. He's drunk.
I haven't even had my champagne yet.
yeah.
We're trying to save you, Josh. Now you're on your own. See?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, my wife wanted to go, and I told her that, you know, well, now you know how exciting that could be. Go to the one in Texas. She's like, I probably won't go to the one in Texas if there's nothing to do, but I will go if there's something to do. However, if you go to Las Vegas, I will go. So I say, well, then we had to ask Michael where that thing is actually being held at, because if it's not held in Las Vegas, I don't know.
Where's what?
Or the
being held
TPE
at?
or whatever, the next
Yeah,
one.
it's Vegas.
Is Vegas? Yeah, so she'll probably go to that one because, like, you know, while we're hanging out, she can go to any of the resort and have fun. So, I figured that's what it's gonna be. But yeah, I told her about this. I was like, you know, next time when I go somewhere, just say you're gonna go because we can go. It's not a big deal. You know, it's
Yeah,
one
why
flight.
wouldn't you go?
She didn't think there's anything to do. She didn't think there's anything to do in Arizona other than being really hot.
She could go feel Hashimoto's muscles.
She's not. She doesn't like muscles.
Yeah.
She doesn't. Just look at this guy. Have no muscle. She like this.
There's so many bad jokes that I could make right now.
Oh god, yeah.
Wait. Jason says I have to change hotel again. I think I'm the only one there now. James not coming. No, Albert's there.
I'm there too.
Albert's there. Michael's there.
Yeah.
No, it's
So,
Me and Josh are at the same hotel.
Are you guys
Are we
spooning together?
really?
No, not this Josh. Utah Josh.
Oh, cool.
Oh, fuck him. I don't know any other Josh.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, Utah
Wow.
Josh. I'm just kidding. What's
wait,
hey,
which
Matt,
one is
what's
the
his
Utah
last name
Josh?
again?
Which one is the Utah Josh?
Josh Stuxell.
Oh, okay. okay.
Yeah. I was kidding. Don't fuck you. I'm kidding.
I was totally kidding.
Yeah, my wife was never really into like. Come on, Asian girls are not really into muscles. Just look at those K-pop stars. None of them are like muscular. They're
They-
more girly than
Bullshit.
muscular.
I've seen Bruce Lee, and he makes me feel really bad about myself. Okay.
Bruce Lee is one of a kind.
Yeah. See, right? Yes. Yeah, Wonder Woman. That's what I'm talking about.
What's
See,
Wonder Woman
they-
have to do with
these-
Bruce Lee?
Yes. See, these chicks think the same thing. I love vacation.
These chicks think the same thing. They like muscle, and they're basically telling you that you need to get more muscle before they're hitting on you.
They don't know
Bro,
until they know,
have you
Tony. They
seen
don't
me?
know until they know.
I don't need muscles. Chicks just like I'm magnetizing. Women love this shit, dude.
What are you drinking? I want to know.
Ask
What are you
Mary.
drinking? I want to know.
Oh my gosh.
When we're in there in Arizona, watch this shit. I'm not even shitting you. And Mary's gonna tell you, she's gonna say, Tony, watch this shit. And I'm just gonna be like doing my thing. And women like love a chubby man with confidence. Like, look at Albert. You see that old man? That's an old chubby man with confidence.
I want to know what brand
He's
of.
gonna have more women on him than like.
That's
Are we
different.
all
Matt
done
says
right?
he's got Asian persuasion. That's different.
Are we gonna make this a competition?
Wait, is this gonna be a hookup competition now?
No, I don't want
I
to.
want to know. I want to know what you're drinking, because that apparently is pretty good. It boosts your confidence 100%. Wow.
Josh, let me tell you though, Josh is the life of parties. Oh my God, dude. This dude is hilarious in person. Like when we're hanging out, dude, this guy is so funny. Man.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Dude, he has got the most craziest, funny stories to tell. We sat out till like 1:30 or 2 in the morning in front of the cigar lounge smoking and him telling stories. It was so funny.
Dude, did you tell them about how Mary went to go take a pee in the back and she set off the ring and the freaking owner like popped on and was like, hey, can I help you guys?
I did not. That's your story.
That was the most amazing thing. So we were sitting out there in the parking lot and Hashimoto told us where to pee. And so I went to go pee in the back and Mary's like, okay, I got to pee too. But y'all can't judge me. And we're like, no, we're not going to judge. Nobody's going to like call you out. What are you talking about? Go do your thing. You lay the ladywood in the woods. And she's like, okay. And so she goes out and she goes and pees. And then instead of walking around the cars to get back, she walks in front of the door of the cigar shop.
Are we on the after show?
Not yet. I haven't.
No.
This information will be on YouTube.
Oh, this makes it even better. And so, like, she comes to sit down in her chair because we're all in like camping chairs. And the owner of the cigar shop is like, hey, can I help you? And Albert, freaking Matt and I are like looking around like, what the fuck? And so I walked up there to go do damage control. And I was like, hey, man, we're just out here trying to finish our cigars. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, that's cool. Go ahead. Finish your cigars. And then, like, I'm like, all right, cool. And so I walk back to my chair. I'm like, Mary, just fucking get out of your seat. You fucked it up for the rest of us.
Well, it didn't help that there was like cops and stuff that all showed up because of like a shooting or something happened at a party right next door.
By the way, I Googled that. There was actually a shooting at that same the reason why they came was because there was a reporting of a shooting like a week before, and they came out. I'm pretty sure it's like fireworks or something. It wasn't a shooting, but college kids.
Because we didn't hear anything.
No.
Where have you guys been? Oh my god. Jeez. You guys see? The whole world was peace until you get there.
So you see what kind of party it's gonna be, Tony.
Just call us.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Like seriously, I cannot wait. I am.
What y'all don't understand is y'all are gonna show up to the meet, and Matt's gonna be like missing a pinky, and you're gonna realize how badass he is. You'll be like, oh my god.
Wait, why is Matt gonna miss a pinky?
Yakuza.
Fucking Josh,
We're gonna realize why he's
you.
got tattoos. Man.
Josh is fucking hilarious, man. Oh my god.
All right. Save it
Matt
for
talks a
the
big game,
event.
right?
Oh my god, we need to record this entire event, every single conversation, because it's gonna be epic. Seriously. Oh my
But
god.
Matt talks a big game, but what he's not gonna tell you is that he lost his pinky in a bidet accident.
And this is Josh not drunk? This is just drunk, right? I'm gonna assume that this is just drunk.
I haven't even popped my champagne yet, man. We haven't even begun to
I don't
get
know
drunk.
if you pre-gamed. I don't know if you pre-gamed. This champagne might be a decoy.
I haven't even popped it yet.
Oh my god. Oh lord.
So where are you?
So I am at a little wine bar called Nosh and Bottle. It's a couple of streets down from my hotel, where I'm doing my staycation alone that I told Mary about. I'm waiting about, like, here in a couple of minutes. I'm going to go in there. They're doing a poker game. I am going to go and slay it by slay it. I'm going to get murdered myself. So it's going to be fun.
Dude, this guy he reminds me of the damn movie. What's that movie where they're in Vegas? And the guy gets roof.
Hangover?
What is it?
Hangover? Is that Michael said
Hangover?
Hangover, dude. That's exactly Josh right there.
Josh,
dude.
do not go get a face tattoo. Just put it out there. Do not go get a face tattoo.
That's fucking Arizona, man. We're going to do it. It's going to go.
Oh my
We're going to go so hard in the paint. It's going to be ridiculous.
Hard in the fucking paint. Oh my god, Josh.
Oh man. Oh my god. All right, that's it. That's enough. That's enough. Here we go, guys. We're going to after show. We're closing for tonight before Josh gets more drunk by air. You know.
Jason,
I don't know what the hell
right,
he's drinking,
the
but
Tiger.
apparently he's under the influence of air. So yeah. So what? So that's where we gotta end. I'll see you guys next week. Have fun. We gotta go to after show, and if you want to continue to, yeah, I think Josh is not gonna last too long. So yeah, we'll just see you everyone next week. All right, have a good night. Bye, guys.